So last class we discussed about the three-phase half control converter connected to separate DC motor. In this case, we will see how to control the speed of the separate DC motor using the three-phase fully controlled converter. Okay. So in case of three-phase fully controlled converter, so there are 6 SCRs. There are 6 SCRs. Okay, T1 to T6. So there are two groups here, okay, odd group and even group. In the odd group, okay, T1, T3, T5, and even group T2, T4, and T6. So here we need to apply the three-phase balance voltage. Okay, three-phase balance voltage means three voltages of equal magnitude displaced in space by equal phase angle by 120 degree. That is called three-phase balance voltage. Okay, and line voltage is the vector difference of two phase voltages. Okay, here the Vp1, Vp2, Vp3, these are the three phase voltages. Okay, and line voltage. Okay, actually let's say line voltage between line 1 and 2 will be equal to Vp1 minus Vp2, like that. So here the load is the separately excited DC motor. Okay, and the load current is Ia and the load voltage, and that means the voltage across the motor is Ea. Okay, so in this case the thyristors are triggered at 60-degree intervals in serial order T1 to T6 in each cycle of the input voltage. The waveforms of the three-phase voltages Vp1, Vp2, Vp3, voltage applied to the armature Ea, armature current Ia, and the line current are shown in this slide. Okay. So at 30 degree the thyristor T6 is triggered. Okay, so the triggering sequence will be 6 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5 6 and 6 1. Okay, and here actually so this is our input voltage, three phase input voltage, and this is the your corresponding line voltage, output line voltage, and this is the your output current, and this is line current. So here actually so when T6 T1 is conducting, when T6 T1 is conducting, so that means T6 T1, that means when T1 is associated with line 1 and T6 is associated with line 2. So corresponding output voltage will be the phase difference of Vp1 and Vp2. Okay, now whenever when T1, so in this case so when T1 actually during this period so here actually during this period actually T1, so here T1 T6 are conducting, T1 T6 are conducting, so here the corresponding line voltage will be Vp1 minus Vp2. So when T1 T2 are conducting, so what will be the output voltage? So when T1 and T2 are conducting, when T1, the SCR T1 is associated with line 1 and T2 is associated with line 3. So when T1 T2 are conducting, the output voltage is the vector difference of phasor difference of Vp1 and Vp3. Okay, so in this period T1 and T2 are conducting. When T1 T2 conducting, then the your output voltage of the line voltage is equal to Vp1 minus Vp3. Okay, so whenever you are actually finding the average value of output voltage, so we need to consider actually the one cycle. Here the actually one cycle is this is your pi by 60 plus alpha to 90 plus alpha. That means it is 60 degree. Okay, so 60 degree duration. Okay, so assuming the continuous conduction, so the average voltage applied to the armature is obtained by taking the average value of the output voltage over a period of pi by 6 plus alpha to pi by 2 plus alpha. Okay, so average value of the output voltage EA equal to area divided by base So here the base is 60 degree. That means okay 1 by pi by 3. That means that is nothing but 3 by pi. Integration of lower limit is some 30 degree plus alpha to 90 degree plus alpha. Okay. So during this period, okay, your T1, T2 are conducting. So that means Vp1 minus Vp2. So root 2 V sin omega t minus sin omega t minus 120 degree. Okay. So again, so this V, the V is the RMS value of voltage. So we can convert it into line voltage. Okay. So after integration and simplifying, we will get 1.35 VL cos alpha. This is the average value of the output voltage, okay, of the converter, or this is the input voltage to the motor. Okay. So where, okay, here VL is the, okay, RMS value of the line voltage. If IA is the average armature current, RMS value of the line current. So there is a relationship between the line current and armature current. So IL RMS equal to 0.8615 into IA. Okay. Sometimes actually in the exam they are asking about the, okay, actually during the numerical problems they may ask, okay, calculate the power factor. Okay. So the power factor is equal to the real power by apparent power, or you can write the, okay, EA divided by root 3 VL into IL1. So ultimately you will get, okay, after solving the value of current, so you will get 0.9546 cos alpha. So this is the power factor in terms of firing angle. Okay. So power factor equal to 0.9546 cos alpha. Okay. So our objective is to find out the, okay, your speed expression and to draw the speed torque characteristics. Okay. So from the previous equation you can write 1.35 VL cos alpha equal to EB plus IAR. So this is under the steady state condition. Also we know that the back EMF equal to K1 omega phi. So for the separately excited DC motor, the flux is constant. So you can write, so some constant into speed. Okay. Also we know that in case of separately excited DC motor, okay, the torque is equal to some constant into I. That means torque is proportional to IA. Okay. So substitute the value of the current, okay, from this equation and the speed here. So ultimately we will get 1.35 VL cos alpha is equal to K omega plus Pm RA by K. Okay. So after simplifying we will get the your expression for the speed omega equal to 1.35 VL cos alpha divided by K minus Tm RA divided by K square. Okay. So here the, okay, the speed expression consists of two terms. Okay, the first term is nothing but your no load speed, and the second term is due to, okay, the speed drop due to the armature current. Okay. So for different value of firing angle we can draw the speed torque characteristics as in the previous cases. Okay. So in this case the firing angle alpha 1 is less than alpha 2 is less than alpha 3. So for a particular value of torque, so if you are going to increase the firing angle, then the speed will decrease. Okay. So if you will maintain the for a constant torque, so if the firing angle increases, then the speed decreases, or vice versa. Okay. So next class we will discuss about the, okay, the control of DC series motor with 3-phase converter.